Hi, this is Thomas with Believe in the Run.
This is Megan with Believe in the Run.
And today we're talking about what, Meg?
The Nike InfinityRN 4.
You know why I had to say, Meg, we're talking about what?
Because you forgot?
No, when they do the names that are this long, it's like I know I'm always going to leave something out. Just for me. Can you say it one more time?
Oh wait, I didn't say ReactX.
See? That's what you got.
Nike ReactX InfinityRN 4. What the?
I know.
Come on.
Look, we're excited to be here because this is probably gonna be a shocker to people in a lot of different ways. The shoe is it's not the same Infinity as it has been for the past 3 editions.
What's the big update?
There's a lot, but I can't put my finger on it, so we'll try to go through it one at a time.
Okay.
Because the other shoe I felt was good. It was a solid daily trainer. Some people complained about the arch being too high. Some people complained about other things on the shoe. It was a decent shoe. It wasn't a great shoe. And I gotta say, not to spoil the surprise, but this is really a good shoe.
So let's go ahead and start at the top with the upper. We have a brand new knit upper here. It's extremely stretchy. There's a water resistant liner on it. They've said it's a little bit more accommodating in the forefoot than the previous version. However, I will note that it does feel a little bit short, and maybe that is just because of this very stretchy knit.
Nike did say on their own website that you should go up a half size from your normal size. I have my regular size 10.5, and I will say it fits a little short, but the stretchiness of the upper helps kind of mitigate some of the shortness that I'm feeling. Meg, normally I don't like a knit upper because they are stretchy and I feel like they can be sloppy. This one I feel like it actually works with the shoe really well. Locks in your foot. I love the stretch in this upper, and the tongue has the gusset on the side.
Yeah, you've also got this foam around the collar for lining, so you get some extra support here around the heel and ankle.
Did you have any heel lift?
I didn't have any issues with that. I am happy they put a pull tab on here. I normally am like Thomas where I don't love a knit upper. I think that you really have to work to get this right, but they did do a pretty good job. Like I was saying though, it's a little bit short. So I think if you do get that half size up, it'd be perfect.
Yeah, but if you like that race fit where it's a little snug, then stick with your regular size. It will be snug and your toe will be right up against the top. But with the stretch of the knit, it works for me.
Let's talk about this new foam. It's ReactX is what they're calling it. It's not necessarily a new foam, but it's a new way that they're making it. What
makes it different than the typical React? I have to say it feels different. It feels a lot different than the last couple Infinities. It's got a more, I'm trying to describe it because it's not soft, but it is, and it's not squishy, but it does have rebound.
Yeah, it feels like a dense foam, but that is also bouncy. It's not like your light bouncy foam. It's a little bit heavier, but it really gives you a nice ride that it feels comfortable.
The rocker shape, I just rolled through my stride. I love the rocker on this.
Yeah, so the big news here is that it's more sustainably processed and it has 13% more energy return. So that's probably what you're talking about in layman's terms. Thomas, tell us this process that they changed here.
What they've been doing in the past is they've been form making the midsole, which means they take a puck, they stick it in something and it compresses it to a shape. And then they have to cut off the excess materials and make the shoe. I'm guessing the reason why this is more environmentally sound is you skip the process of cutting off the extra or having to deal with the extra foam that you're throwing away. This is injected mold. So they take a mold, they shoot this React foam in there, boom, that's the shape, pull it out, no waste. In the past, they were saying that they had trouble with injection molding because it didn't give the same performance. And I feel like this is a better performance than the previous model. So whatever they figured out, it works.
And then beneath that foam, we have this waffle outsole. So they've added a little bit more rubber for some extra traction durability. This is definitely one of those shoes I feel like you can get lots and lots of miles out of.
The original Infinity, people were dropping 400, 500, 600 miles on. I can't see you not being able to get the same amount of mileage out on this. I actually think maybe this is a place where I would change the shoe a little bit. Maybe there's too much rubber on the bottom because the shoe does weigh a lot, and we'll get into that in a second. The original Epic React had almost like there was just a little bit of rubber on the front, a little bit on the heel, but you had a lot of exposed React foam. I don't know why they're covering it all up now, but I'm thinking maybe you could even like get rid of some of this rubber. The crazy thing, Meg, we're talking about weight.
Yeah, well, so they did also add foam here, so you're up to 39 millimeters in the heel, 30 in the forefoot.
If you do math, what is that?
That's a 9 millimeter drop, and it's more foam than you had in the previous iteration. So more foam, more rubber on the outsole. It's bound to be heavier. My women's 7.5 came in at 9.6 ounces, we'll say. It weighted at 9.8 this morning, but it's a little bit wet. Or around 227 grams.
Right, my size 10.5 came in over 12 ounces. So it's almost 12.25 or 350 grams, which normally you told me that a shoe weighs over 11 ounces and I'm kind of like skeptical and I'm like, it's not gonna work. This one, I was shocked when I weighed it. It does not feel that heavy on the foot. It rolls through your gait. When I was doing my easy paces, they were moving and clicking along faster than like some of my easy paces in lighter shoes. The rocker just seems to work. It doesn't feel that heavy. I don't know if it's because the upper locks you in. The one other thing we didn't talk about, Meg, was the arch in this.
Yeah, so there is some pretty, like with most Nike shoes, I feel like, a high arch support here. So like you feel it when you stick your foot in.
But it feels good. It's a little more forgiving than the past iterations of the Infinity. It doesn't feel like that stabbing in your arch. It's more smooth and just gives you that arch support. And I have to say, Meg, my foot has actually been bothering me and I started wearing this and it was like, I felt like it was helping give that arch support that I needed.
I agree. It's definitely been making my Achilles happier, so not hating the arch support we got here. The other thing we have to note, this is available now-ish, or mid. I think it ships mid-August. You can buy it now for $160.
All right, Meg, what have you been using the shoe for?
This has been on my feet mainly for easy runs.
I've been using this for my easy runs as well, or just basic runs, so like a daily trainer type use. I really, really like this shoe. I was not thinking that this shoe was gonna do anything for me. There's other shoes coming out from Nike, like the Vomero later in the year that I was excited to try. Wasn't like super excited to try this, but once I got it on my feet, I was like, this feels amazing. I think it's great for running. I think people also are gonna like it for like a casual shoe and even a walking shoe. It's that comfortable.
I don't think I even need to ask you this, but is this getting a green light?
Definitely getting a green from me, Megan. I actually think I would recommend this shoe to just about anybody. I'd recommend it over like the Pegasus as a daily trainer. It's probably, so far this year, my favorite non-race day Nike shoe.
I kind of agree. I think that this is just a comfortable shoe. I think you can get lots of miles out of it, and it also has that added support feature to it if you do need that in a shoe.
So don't be afraid of the weight. Go up a half size if you want to follow Nike's recommendations. Like I said, if you're in between sizes and sometimes like your size is a little roomy on you, then go ahead and get your regular size. It's gonna fit a little snug, but I think it still works.
That's it. That's our take on Nike ReactX InfinityRN 4.
If you enjoyed this review, which we hope you did, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel for more reviews. Also, check out our Instagram page where we drop everything that's not on embargo as soon as we can, so that it's out there, and then we're able to interact with you there as well. We've got the Facebook page, we've got all the podcasts. What podcasts do we have, man?
The Drop, Fuel for the Soul.
Yeah, what's Fuel for the Soul?
That's our podcast with Meaghan Featherston, all about nutrition and hydration for performance.
Yeah, so go ahead, check us out on those channels, and one of the best ways to stay in touch with us is sign up for our newsletter. Robbie's a phenomenal writer. He gives a little piece at the end of every newsletter each week that we find entertaining, and it lists out everything that we've reviewed that week on YouTube, on the website, anywhere that you're gonna get Believe in the Run content. It's all in the weekly email. We don't spam you. You get it once a week. You'll like it. Do
all
it.
Right.
All right. I'm gonna do it now.
Do you know how this works?
I do.
It's like your first time.
I'm a little nervous.
Jesus.
All right. A lot of X's flying around Nike. More X's flying around there than maybe at Nick Cannon's house.
There you go.
There you go. We'll see if that makes it in.